Hello folks, welcome back to fifth and final game of this final preseason tournament series here for the McNeil Mavericks. The way the seeding kind of sifted out, Mavs ended up with their last game here on this warm and breezy Saturday afternoon, playing the Leander Lions at Leander's home field. Just getting ready to get underway here. Mavs will face the starting pitcher Charlie Arnold for the Leander Lions. Arnold is a junior. Mavs doing pretty good this tournament, split both days, 1-1. Right about 500 for the season so far, with one district loss under the belt. And as mentioned, this will be the last game of the preseason tournaments, and starting Tuesday next week, going straight up into district play for the remainder of the season. Very warm out here today. 87, feels like 90. There's wind at this field blowing in towards home plate, which could be an interesting factor as we get going here with fly balls. It's also Game 5 of a 3-day tournament series, which usually means pitching arms are at a premium all around both sides. So we'll see what we got here. So Arnold's ready to go, and leadoff hitter Ramsey Simpson is going to get ready to get this game underway. And first pitch to Simpson, misses high and outside for ball one. Next pitch, outside, and therefore called strike. And time's called right as Arnold was getting ready to give his delivery there. Another pitch outside, misses. Kind of go to 2-1. Leander 10-4-1 so far. All non-district games have not played a district game just yet. And another outside pitch, misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. He counts the leadoff hitter Simpson. He'll be followed by Jack Goins and then Joseph Sandusky. Next pitch swung on, ground ball is going to get into right field for a leadoff base hit. Simpson stays hot this series, pretty much good for a hit, maybe 2, oftentimes extra bases for every single game he's played in, which has been every one of them. So he's aboard to start the inning, brings up second baseman Jack Goins. Check the runner Simpson, not going anywhere just yet. Pitch swung on, ground ball right at second base. Taylor-made double play. We'll see if they can get it. Now they get Simpson, the lead runner, at the force at second, but unable to catch the speedy Goins at first. So he is safe.
I could hear the wind in the mics as I pulled in.
It is very
a little tardy.
Very windy out here. That brings up Joseph Sandusky. And Arnold opens up with a quick throw over to first base to check the runner at first Goins. This time he's back safely. Runner goes, pitch is swung on, fouled out of play. things with the JV team there?
Well, we skated out a little bit earlier. They were down 6-3, and they came back and won 8-6 as the clock expired.
Ooh.
So, nice little inning.
That was against Anderson?
Nope, that was against Pflugerville Panthers.
Okay.
Good comeback win.
Intent on trying to keep the runner honest over there at first as he checks Goins again. He was back safely.
Is this coming in from right, this wind? No flags. I don't see any flags.
It was kind of blowing in, yes. Next pitch swung on, another one lofted out of play. Opposite end of the temperature thermometer spectrum this season. We've been playing for about 3 weeks. We've been everything from about 43 to almost 90 today.
It's about 90, huh?
Next pitch swung on, ground ball, fielded by the shortstop, tap second for the force, and then over to first in time for the double play that'll end the inning. So Mavs get a couple base runners, but unable to bring them around here in the top of the first. Heading to the bottom of the first, still no score. We'll be right back. right, Christopher Ho, your starting pitcher for the Mavs. Wyatt Newman, his battery mate behind the plate. Got Brandon Morio at first. Jack Goins at second. Joseph Sandusky at short. London Lindsay at third. Santiago de la Garza starts in left. Ramsey Simpson in center, and Pierce Stone in right. We'll get ready to face the top of the Leander order first time through here. Lead off here, the catcher Damian Stout. Starts him off, first pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike.
Another one.
Same pitch. Hitter didn't like the location, but looked good from here.
As I heard you say on the way in, pitching this point in the season, this part of the tournament, is not many left. We're fortunate to have Christopher left to go and give us some innings.
Yeah, Christopher, a short outing yesterday. I believe it was in game 2. Back back at it here today. 0-2 pitch. Another one swung on, fouled back.
We might even get an appearance from a second baseman at some point that hasn't pitched yet.
Next pitch, ground ball, shortstop, fielded cleanly by Sandusky, throws over to first, a little high, but first baseman comes off, tags the runner in the baseline for the first out.
There you go. Gonna feed it first.
Yeah, it's this kind of game, depending on how things go. Might see some folks taking the mound that maybe haven't done that in a little while.
Since 12 years?
Since the transition from 8U to a kid pitch where coach is going, everybody get out there, let's see what we got.
And sometimes you get pleasantly surprised.
You do, you know? Sometimes. Some hidden gems out there.
Yep.
You know, starts off that opening breaking ball in there called strike one again.
I mean, we've got a perfectly good left-handed thrower in center field that I've never seen pitch. I don't know. Have you ever seen him pitch? Ramsey Simpson?
I have not. Legend and lore has it that at one point Ramsey Simpson, the left-handed center fielder there, did pitch, but it's not been, to my knowledge, in a high school game.
It's been a minute.
Yes. Three and one your count to the hitter, center fielder Aiden Salazar. And comes a little too far inside, ball four. Now Walker Salazar is going to bring up shortstop Hayden Capers.
Scrimmaged the Lions in scrimmage season. This is our second time here at this field since the season started.
Seems there's always wind here. Usually it's blown out though, or around. This is a weird one where it's kind of blowing in and to the left.
I feel like it's almost blowing. I don't know. It's swirling.
And here it comes. We've got a
it's
high
getting
sky fly
tested,
ball.
yeah.
Right field is going to get down in no man's land. Kind of bounces off the body of Jack Goins, who kind of made a roll there to try to get it.
Three guys going hard. Found the one spot that's probably not catchable.
So a little fly ball plays with the wind, and Capers ends up on second base. Salazar to third. And that's going to bring up the left fielder Logan Mitchell. Swing, shot in the right center gap. That's going to get down for a base hit, possibly more. Salazar going to score from third. And on the throw in, Capers is going to score from second as well.
Ball kind of died out there, and Pierce Stone cut it off. It didn't get to the fence. The hitter was going double all the way. I had a chance at him, but the throw kind of tailed up toward left field.
So a 2 RBI single, and then an extra base on the throw there for Mitchell. Leander up now 2-0. Second baseman Colby Holmes standing at the plate now. Swings the first pitch, line drive down into left. It's going to be a single. Just going to hold up at third. And that'll bring up Caleb Bradford, the right fielder. Runners on first and third, one out.
I came out swinging the bats.
Bradford swings and misses at first pitch fastball there, strike one. Bradford with one of those kind of old school retro looking Easton bats. Reminds me of kind of that Black Magic era.
Oh yeah, those were the best.
Those little single wall ping.
They reinvented them. They're back on the market. It's the new version. It's probably some new fancy aircraft metal, but it's painted. It looks exactly the same as the bats back in the '90s. I think I swung one like that.
Yeah, those were. Ground ball to second. Knocked out by Goins. He's going to bobble a little bit. Throws in first in time. Gets Bradford at first. Run does come across, though. Makes the score 3-0. And Holmes, the runner on first, advances to second.
Now batting number 15, Peyton Gordon.
Be 2 outs now. Runner on second brings up first baseman Peyton Gordon. Takes a big hack, misses first pitch strike.
Nowhere to hide from the sun.
None at all.
I was no help setting up. I could have brought maybe one of those tents, but
I actually did bring I've got the canopy tent in the car. I was kind of hoping to not have the need to set it up here, but now I'm regretting that decision.
at least you have your bucket hat on.
I do. 0-2, breaking ball in there, called strike 3 on the inside
There we
corner,
go.
gets out of the inning. So Leander puts up 3, bottom of the first. Head to the top of the second here, Mavs coming up. We'll be right back. There's only much sunscreen I can tolerate. All right, Xander Kovar will lead it off for the Maps here in the second. Kovar in the DH role. After catching just about every game this tournament. And he leads off with a ground ball to second base. Goes over first in time. He's retired, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting number 16, Newman.
We must have given the press box a lineup card with just last names. He's calling out our guys, last name only.
Yeah.
5th game of a tournament.
Everybody's kind of mailing it at this point.
Yeah, on to district.
And catcher Newman starts off 0-2. He looks at a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Next one bounces in front. And takes a cut. That last pitch there lines it into center field. strike base hit. So runner aboard for the third baseman, London Lindsay.
22, Lindsay.
We're going to get a courtesy runner, number 20, Noah Vasquez. Is going to come out and take over duties at first base for the catcher, Newman. Spring break next week for Round Rock ISD, but not for the Mavericks.
Baseball players don't get spring break.
That's right. And Lindsay takes the first pitch and lines it between short and third, and into left field for a single.
There we go.
So Mavs with a little bit of traffic here. Brings up Sante de la Garza.
De La Garza.
Mavs will play district games 2 and 3 back-to-back days during spring break week next week. Facing Maynard Mustangs. First time playing them. They are a new entrant to District 25-6A.
Yep. Hutto went elsewhere, and we inherited Maynard.
A little bit of a haul out there. Driving from North Austin here to up by the airport to go play Maynard. But
I learned yesterday they have a gorgeous turf field.
oh, really?
Yeah. Which is funny because Round Rock ISD coaches there aren't any turf fields in Round Rock ISD, and we add Maynard to the district, so we get a bunch of jealous coaches when we go play them. They've been clamoring for turf fields.
Ooh, little swing and bunt by De La Garza right down the first base line. Pitcher gets it, throws to first, and gets De La Garza, but he moves both runners up one base.
One of those plays, those are a lot more difficult than they look. That ball's hugging the line. He's got a runner to deal with, clear throwing lane, and did a good job making that out.
A lot of spin on that ball, too. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 away now, runners on second and third, brings up Pierce Stone. First pitch, breaking ball. Crosses the plate for called strike one. Next pitch swung on, pops sky high, center field. Center fielder looks to be coming in underneath it, keeps coming in and makes the grab. And the Mavs are going to be retired, leave 2 stranded. Still down by 3, heading to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Lions, number 12, Charlie Arnold.
All right, Lions pitcher Charlie Arnold will lead it off. In this bottom of the second will be Arnold, the 8-hitter, third baseman Rhett Bronstad, and then back to the top. First pitch, called strike on the outside part.
It's also not unusual to see a getaway day strike zone from the umpires.
Next pitch grounded, fielded by the first baseman Memorial, throws over to the pitcher Ho,
Good job.
who does his job as a pitcher, not just spectating there.
Great job by both guys. Good decision by Brandon Moria to go get that ball. Once you just commit to it, go get it. Trust your pitcher's going to cover. That's how you draw it up right there.
The old 3-1 in the scorebook there, first out of the inning. Brings up number 9 hitter Rhett Bronstad for the first time.
Oh,
And breaking ball hits him right in the head.
right in the helmet. I think he's all right. Kind of like we were talking earlier about how, there's a lot of pitchers or a lot of guys haven't pitched in a long time, but they might get called into service. First baseman Brandon Moria is kind of like riding a bike over there. I think it's probably been a couple minutes since he's been over there.
Been a little while, yep. Played a little bit over there last season as a junior. Ooh, check swing by the next hitter Stout. It's going to go fair. Throws it over to first. Morio comes across and into foul territory but makes the grab.
Now batting number 2, Aiden Salazar.
Bronstead moves up to second there, but 2 outs now. Brings up number 2 hitter Aiden Salazar. Reached on a walk and then scored the first run for the Lions. First pitch misses high. Pretty egregious lead out there for the runner Bronstead on second.
Yeah, he is out there. Looks like we're playing him to pull. We have second base coverage on this. See if we've got something in the bag of tricks.
Goes up high with that last pitch. Someone gets a swing and miss.
Is it right that the teams in the top 4 seeds, the winner of the semifinal game actually has to play a 6th game this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there will be some teams playing another game.
That's generally reserved for the teams that have too many guys to fit in a dugout.
That would not be us. No, that would not be your Mavericks.
No. Yeah. You're going to have about 27 guys or so.
Which we have seen. We have seen and played some teams that, it's kind of standing room only in some of them dugouts.
Yep.
Full count now. Expect someone gone right through the gap.
Throw him out.
And into right field for a single. Martin's going to try to come home. They're going to cut it off at first, though, and no throw home.
Throw was kind of dying. It's right move to cut it. I think he just had his feet turned the wrong way, but I think it would have been tough to get him out there.
Now batting number 3, Aiden Capers.
So 2-out RBI single for Salazar. Makes the score 4-0. And shortstop Hayden Capers comes back to the plate. Got all the way to second on a pop fly that just kind of blew into no man's land out in right field. First pitch misses a little bit outside and high. Gets a swing and miss on that last pitch. First.
Good quick move there.
Fastball misses just a little bit up.
That wind you hear is like a blow dryer. It's about 90-degree wind.
little slow chop grounder fielded by the third baseman, Lindsay, but he can't come up with it. The ball just ends up in the middle of the field there.
Do or die play. I don't know that he had a choice but to go at it barehanded, but those just really depends on where that hop is. Sometimes you got to get lucky that it ends up in your throwing hand.
Now batting number 11, Logan Mitchell.
So runners on first and second with 2 outs. Brings up number 4 hitter Logan Mitchell, who singled and scored a run. Big swing and a miss at breaking ball.
Pretty close. Ball up and away on the fastball.
Keeps going there, not getting it consistently, so it must be. Bird doesn't like him high. Next pitch swung on, ground ball fielded by Sandusky. Going to flip over to second to get the last out. One more comes across for the Lions, leading by a score of 4-0. Mavs coming up here in the top of the third. We'll be right back. All right, first baseman Brandon Morio to lead it off for the Mavs here in the top of the third. Back to the top of the order after him. Swings the first pitch, fouls it back out of play. Next pitch swung on, a little fly ball, no man's land again. Second baseman's over, and he doesn't make the grab.
Good jump by the second baseman getting over there into that Bermuda Triangle.
One away brings us back to leadoff hitter Ramsey Simpson. Simpson with a single back in the first.
Batting number 3, Simpson.
Catcher said, ow. That one got him in the bicep, I think. He's got that fifth game caught look about him right now. I don't know if that's true. He's caught all of them, but he's kind of got that look about him.
I suspect that's probably the case. After 2 straight balls on the outside, he does catch that one in there for called strike 1. Yeah, probably 4 games catching, and this one here you come out one more, nice and hot for you. Put that gear on.
Oh yeah, stuff's like a sauna. And he actually, Logan Stout, the catcher for Leander Mines, he actually pitches as well. And I'm guessing at some point they may have needed him to pitch. Hang with him.
2 balls, 2 strikes now that count to Simpson after that little chop foul. Looks like tried to go to a breaking ball there, but missed outside and high.
Couldn't quite curl around to get any part of the plate.
Three-two. Misses outside.
Good at bat.
Simpson heads down with a 1-out walk. Brings up second baseman Jack Goins. Goins reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Squares around a bunt, pulls back. Called strike. Simpson, runner at first, did not go. Not sure if that was the plan or if...
Judging by Jack's reaction at the plate, I think he was expecting a fake bunt steal, and Simpson didn't go. But, you know, that's part of it. I mean, most of the time, if you're stealing, if you get a bad jump, if you don't time it right, it's better to shut it down than run into an out. But it puts a hitter in a tough spot if they have to give up a strike and you don't go. Ooh, he looked like he was going that time.
Yeah, Simpson almost caught with a lean before diving back to first. He's back safely. And the hitter going, sitting 0-2 now. Grounds the next one foul over into his own dugout area.
Cover the outside part here. Big hole to the right side with the first baseman holding on Ramsey Simpson. Let the ball get deep and travel.
Swung on, little fly ball that's going to get down into the right center gap for a base hit. Simpson's going to be held up at second. Was hit pretty shallow, but enough to get the job done. And Maz again with something cooking on the bases here. First and second, 1 out, brings up Joseph Sandusky. Sandusky been doing a good job with situations like this season, popping a little something over in the opposite field. See if we can pull it off again here. First pitch breaking ball in there for called strike.
Big gap in right center. He's not afraid to go there.
Next pitch swung on, ground ball to shortstop. Get the out at second, throw over to first, not going to be in time. Good stretch by the first baseman there, but not enough to catch Sandusky. So Goins forced out at second for the second out. Simpson moves up to third. And that's going to bring up designated hitter Xander Kovar. And it was like a yo-yo play. Everybody's safe. I thought for a while they actually banned that play, but I guess they unbanned it.
Yeah, they did. I think they should ban it again. Not a fan of it. Why should you be able to deceive the runner at third with your foot on the rubber if you can't do that to first?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because
you have to
kind of flies in the face of all the rules around box, right? And you can't deceive the runner. Oh, big swing. Fly ball out into left field, but it's going to hang up there enough time for the left fielder to grab it. And that's going going to end the inning. Once again, Mavs get a couple base runners, get one all the way to third base, but that's as far as they go. Still down 4 runs as we head to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back.
Leading off from Leander at the bottom of the third, number 22, Cody.
All right, 5, 6, 7 due up for Leander here in top or the bottom of the third. Second baseman Kobe Holmes lead it off. Holmes 1 for 1 with a single. Lays off that first pitch, which misses for ball. I believe I see someone warming up over in the Mavs bullpen.
Looks like C.J. Gonzalez.
Yeah, I got a right-hander up.
Good pitch. Oh.
There's that one. He's just not getting that part.
He liked it in there, though. Strike on the inside.
There's about 2 balls off the inside part and -2 on the outside. 2-1 the count to lead up here, Holmes. This pitch swung on, foul back into net.
And you wonder if you look at his stance, you look at how offset the umpire is. His chin is over the top of the hitter's foot. So that view, that ball right in front of him in that gap between the catcher and the hitter appears pretty nice to him.
This pitch misses high. Full count. Swung on line, gets down on the ground. The second baseman Goins, he picks it up, throws it to first in time for the first out. Brings up the right fielder, Caleb Bradford. Grounded out to second base, his first at bat. Swings the first pitch and lines it into left field for a base hit.
Now batting number 15, Peyton Gordon.
Brings up the first baseman, Gordon. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Sun continuing to bear down on us here. No grace from the clouds.
No.
Just moving ever so slowly to the right of us.
There's an airplane contrail pretty close to the sun, but it's not. I don't think it's going to help us.
It's like putting a piece of dental floss up there. there. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on. A little hit and run and hit, but fouled over in front of the Mavs dugout. I would imagine we're done with the kind of freeze cold type of weather here, but that being said, I know in past seasons we've done the spring break where it's been like so much for a spring break. It's cold.
Yeah, no.
So who knows?
I'd rather get beat down by the sun. I am officially over February in Texas.
2-1, Mitch is outside and low. 3-1 now the count. To the hitter, Gordon. Let's see if that runner didn't take off here. Runner does go. Pitch is swung on, fouled back, out of play, right over the press box.
Base runner's getting his steps in. 2 foul balls on steal attempts.
This would have been a great day to have those luxury accommodations we had yesterday at Liberty Hill, courtesy of Coach Creek.
Yes.
Next pitch swung on, ground ball. Third base, fielded by Lindsay, throws over to second, gets the force over to first, but not in time.
Good try. Good feed from London Lindsay to Jack going to second base. Just developed, took a minute to develop. We'll take that lead out.
So Gordon safe on the fielder's choice, but Bradford forced out at second, makes it 2 outs. Brings up the pitcher, Charlie Arnold. Arnold grounded out to first. Pitch where first baseman Morio came over and grabbed it, threw it over to the pitcher, Ho, covering. Ball, we're not for the net. Might have gone right over my head.
Mm-hmm. I think it was sinking. It was going to hit you in that bucket lid.
I saw your quick hands there. I didn't even react. I was like, he's got me.
Yep.
That swung on, going to get into right field and down for a base hit. Runner kind of pauses, coming around second, but has plenty of time to get to third.
He actually paused and checked for himself behind him at the right fielder, which as a runner going first to third, if the ball's behind you to the right fielder, you actually pick up your coach. That's the only place on the field that the coach makes a decision whether you go first to third. Everywhere else that the runner can see it, you make your own decision. Interesting backstory here. First and third situation with 2 outs. If this runner goes, Wyatt, once again, a lot's asked of him. Pitched yesterday. This stage in the tournament, his arm's probably not feeling 100%. So I wonder if that'll affect what play we call here on the first and third if this runner goes. And he's going to be throwing against the wind, so the very low percentage play to throw someone out right now. There we go.
Pitch is swung on into center field. Simpson coming in and charging. Dives, but gets down. Runners keep going around, and it's going to be a double on Simpson, kind of slow getting up out there in center field. We're going to have some time called here to make sure he's okay.
That got killed by the wind, and he kept coming at it, but I think the wind hit it harder than he was expecting. Knocked it down.
So Gordon comes across, makes the score 5-0. Arnold makes his way from first to third. And Braun standing there on second base with 2 outs, and back to the top of the order, catcher Damian Stout. Grounded out in both of his at-bats today so far. Another fly ball, shallow left field, is going to get down for a base hit. Fielded by De La Garza. The runner's going to try to come home from second. Throw is in time.
Why?
But
why is he safe?
umpire calls him safe.
He touched his leg. The runner didn't slide, and he got rewarded for that. Wyatt Newman swiped the tag, touched his leg while he was airborne, and he called him safe.
So questionable call there, but nonetheless safe. Bases clearing single there, and on the throw in the commotion, Stout makes his way to second. And number 2 hitter Eden Salazar now stands in. Looks at a first pitch fastball, misses high. Next pitch kicks off the shin guard of Newman and kicks over to the right, so Stout's going to advance 90 feet to third.
Mavs need to break a string here of, we're about 500 on the season. Base hit into center field. Run scores 8-0. These balls are kind of hit soft. They're falling in front of our outfielders, but we, it's win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. But the losses are pretty lopsided, like this one is going. So we need to sort of figure out a way to not, come back. Even if this ends up we being on the wrong side of this one, but kind of prevent the blowout. That's been a challenge for us.
And shortstop Hayden Capers now at the plate and launches it.
Oh, wow. He caught that.
Oh, it looked like it was foul out of play, but De La Garza comes all the way over, out of our ability to see it, and apparently makes the grab somewhere over there near the right field fence.
I was about the same situation yesterday. He wasn't able to catch the one yesterday, but he ran a mile, ball hung up, and what looked to be impossible to catch, he caught that ball. So that was a great job.
Great effort to get us out of that long inning there. All right, Leander tacks on 4 more. Now sitting in front comfortably by a score 8-0. Looks like we might have a pitching change. Nope, never mind. Charlie Arnold, number 12, still your pitcher for Leander. We'll be right back. All right, catcher Wyatt Newman set to lead it off for the Mavs here at the top of the 4th. They're going to get something going here. First pitch swung out hard, ground ball right up the middle, base hit.
Wyatt Newman on the first pitch, which he's done a number of times this season.
Now batting 22, Lindsay.
And number 20, Noah Vasquez, is going to go in a courtesy run for Newman at first. Third baseman London Lindsay had a single for himself.
Oh no. He was leaning like he was going there, and play was pretty close at first.
It's another one of those we've seen a couple times, right? You get that fresh new courtesy, your pinch runner in there, eager to do something. Why not throw over there, see if you can catch him, being eager.
There's that outside pitch this umpire just has no interest in. He's just not interested.
It's -2 balls off the outside part of the plate.
Which is literally the opposite of every other umpire.
Vasquez goes. Throw's going to be up high. Looks like some miscommunication between shortstop and second, who was taking it there, and Vasquez is underneath the tag.
Quite a gamble. They're down 8-0 running there. Lower throw, he's probably out.
That throw was actually closer than I thought. When it left the catcher's hand, I figured that was going to sail.
Mm-hmm.
2-1 pitch is in there for a called strike to Lindsay. I guess that was 2-1. Now it's 2-1. Kind of a loopy breaking ball in there for called strike 2.
In other game situations where the score is tighter, right here, your job here is to move the runner and sacrifice yourself to get him to third, but you don't want to do that. Every out's precious. We got to walk or hit our way back into this.
And Lindsay spots that breaking ball coming in again, but unable to catch up with it. Swing and miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the game for the pitcher Arnold. 1 out now. Brings up left fielder Santiago de la Garza. De la Garza looks at 2 straight balls, missing various combinations of outside.
I think we have a new catcher, don't we?
Can't see there. I'll have to check the number.
13.
Yeah, number 13. Looks like Matthew Held Jr. now catching, taking over duties from previous catcher there, Damian Stout. And Santiago de la Garza looks at 4 straight, heads down to first. 1 out.
Now batting number 5, Stone.
Brings up Pierce Stone. Opportunity to scratch here. Runners on first and second, only 1 out. Umpire awarding that kind of outside area there for the first time in a while. Gets a called strike. Stone up there with the interesting no batting gloves approach.
Mm-hmm. Pierce is kind of a country boy. He's got a country song as his walk-up song and big old lifted up truck. Handy. Back when we had our ice storm and the entire city of Austin had trees on the ground, Pierce actually went and bought some work gloves and made some money hauling trees.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go.
So it makes sense that he wouldn't wear gloves when he's playing baseball.
And get yourself a good wood chipper there. Make yourself a little extra money too.
That's right.
Probably hard to find one of those that in the first week or two after that ice storm. Oh
Yeah.
boy. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses out in the dirt. So now it'll be get interesting. Get runners on first and second, 1 out, and a full count. Let's see if the Mavs put some runners in motion here or nope. And pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. So 2-way brings up first baseman Brandon Morio, flied out, kind of shallow right field area in his first at bat. swung on, ground ball to the third baseman, and is going to be taken himself, and that ends the inning. Mavs leave 2 stranded. Still trying to find a way to get on the board here, down 8-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back. All right, we got a new pitcher for the Mavs here. C.J. Gonzalez has come on in relief.
At the bottom of the 4th for Leander, number 20, Mike Segovia.
And he's going to face 4-5-6, but to lead off, we have a pinch hitter, number 20, Mike Segovia, hitting in place of the left fielder, Logan Mitchell.
We're in 8-run rule territory here. Mavs have 3 outs to work with to overcome that potential.
Need to hold it right here where it is and then get back with the bats and start driving some runs home next inning. Segovia starts off with a 2-0 count. Next one, Mitch is outside, 3-0. Catcher Newman's going to head down and have a quick chat with his new pitcher.
Do we have our ambient noise, Mike?
We do.
Hooked up? Oh, there it is. You walked it all the way down there?
I did.
Taped it up? Man.
That's hard work. Worked up a sweat. Running that cable all the way down there.
Yeah, I was late.
Green light on 3-0, and it's a bounding ball to the shortstop. Sandusky throws it over in time. And Segovia grounds out for the first out of the inning.
The magical mound visit. Wyatt Newman gets an assist on that out there.
And we're going to have another pinch hitter. Christian Johnson, number 18, now hitting in the 5 spot for the second baseman, Kobe Holmes. First pitch misses high. Next pitch looked like a little closer there, but still misses, ball 2. The ground ball fielded by the shortstop Sandusky. Throws over to first in time. Another ground out. And another pinch hitter, senior John Chamberlain, number 1, coming in and will hit in the 6th spot for Caleb Bradford. First pitch called strike.
CJ Gonzalez has some interesting pitch movement. He kind of comes over the top of the ball. It looks like his hand does. He's got a lot of downward movement on the fastball. Almost change of action.
Another ground ball, shortstop. Oh, looks like that one got underneath the glove there and into center field.
In between a hop, snuck by him.
That was 3 straight ground balls, Sandusky there. All 3 batters this inning.
That's what you're gonna get. That's the kind of the way the ball sinks at the contact zone. I think he's gonna get a lot of ground balls.
Runner goes. Pitch is called strike. Throw down is not going to be in time, so it's a stolen base for Chamberlain. And yet another pinch hitter, number 5, Trevor Hoffman, now at the plate, hitting in the 7th spot for the first baseman, Peyton Gordon.
Trevor Hoffman. Familiar name.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Perhaps a future one to match the
Never know.
the pitching great.
The original Bugs Bunny changeup.
Right. Yeah, he was wicked. 1-2 count to Hoffman. Swings and misses at a high fastball there, strike 3, and that ends the inning. So, Gonzalez comes in, keeps the score where it is. Mavs need to get at least 1, or minimum of 1, to keep this game going here. We'll be right back. All right, we've got a new pitcher for Leander here to try to close it out. Number 9, Caleb Nyberg, comes in relief for the starter, Charlie Arnold. And he will face top of the Mavs order here. Ramsey Simpson trying to get something started. 5 hits for the Mavs, but no runs. Trying to change that right here. It's the first pitch to Simpson, misses low in the dirt.
Loose ball just got thrown out. I don't know if the umpire saw a scratch on it he didn't like.
That's too straight. That bounce to the hitter Simpson. Next pitch swung on, lofted, kind of shallow second base area there, and second baseman comes over, grabs it a couple of steps before the bag. One away for the Mavs, brings up number 2 hitter Jack Goins. Goins 1 for 2 with a single and was safe on a fielder's choice. First pitch misses low to Goins. Next pitch swung on, a little slow rolling ground ball to second. Goins with some speed.
Beats it out.
And he beats it out.
High chopper. Tough play. Got a crash on that, especially with a good runner.
Yeah, second baseman out there just entered the game. Last inning, pinch hitting. As the saying goes, it's funny how the ball finds a way to sometimes reach those guys who just come into the game.
Yep.
So 1 out base runner in the form of Jack Goins at first, brings up number 3 hitter Joseph Sandusky. Goins goes, pitches in the dirt and gets away, so it's an easy steal.
Runner in scoring position that we need to score to keep this game going.
Pitch misses low. Pretty good sized gaps, both sides.
Feels like 3-0. Am I thinking of the pick over to first?
Yeah.
2-0 count?
Yeah, it's 2-0. Well, willing it into existence. 3-0.
This is a good time for it to take 3-0. Big deficit. Need as many base runners as we can get. Can't hit 8-run homers.
Won't stop us from trying sometimes, though. And Sandusky looks at 4 straight.
Now batting number 24, Kovar.
And Mavs once again with an opportunity here with runners on first and second, 1 out. Designated hitter Xander Kovar at the plate. Still looking for his first hit of this game. First pitch right down Main Street there to start off, strike 1. Swung on, ground ball just to the right and foul of the first base bag. A lot of interesting action in the World Baseball Classic going on right now.
Yeah, I love this. I love the World Baseball Classic. Great event.
Somebody having a time of their life with that experience. There's that Lars Nootbaar.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Oh, next pitch kind of fisted inside out. A little squibbler to first base. First baseman's going to take it himself. And it is now 2 away. Runners move up to second and third. And it'll be up to catcher Wyatt Newman to try to keep this game alive. And he pops it up. Shallow infield. First baseman comes in a couple steps on the grass, and he makes the grab. And I believe that's going to end the game.
That will do it. Lopsided on the wrong end.
So Mavs drop the last one here, Game 5 of the LISD series by a score 8-0. That ends the preseason play. Thanks for joining us today, folks. Mavs pick it up with Maynard Mustangs at 7 o'clock on Tuesday at home, and then travel down to Maynard to play them at their apparently brand new turf field, 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Tune in and join us then. Have a good rest of your day.